What's going on, guys? Bassin' Up Mava here, coming at you with a new video. In this week's video, we are going to show you how to put a trolling motor on a Perception Outlaw 11.5 fishing kayak. Figured this would be a great video for you guys. My boat videos seem to perform well, so we're going to break down how we put the motor on this Outlaw 11.5. I'm getting ready to go up to New York, so I want a motor, and it's going to be all kayak fishing. We're going to be going up to the St. Lawrence River, so definitely want a motor. Don't want to be on that big water without a motor on the kayak. Definitely don't want to get stuck paddling the whole time and everything. So we're going to show you how we did all that. So stay tuned. I'll break it all down as we go and what we're going to do. But here we go. So first here, we made a little cutout, basically a stencil for what we're cutting out. We're going to use a piece of cutting board to place on this back section to mount the trolling motor to. And we took a piece of cardboard and made a stencil of what that outline is so we can put it on the cutting board and cut that out. Right now I'm going to cut this out. There we go, got that all cut out. How does it fit? Fits in there just perfect. Now we're ready to use the cutting board and cut it out. I'm gonna mark it off on the cutting board here. This is the cutting board I got. Just got this at Walmart. I thought this one looked cool. So
I'll do that.
put it on there just like that. I'm tracing around it with the pencil so we can cut it out. There we go. Alright, you guys, we're going to start make the first cut on the cutting board.
Sand it.
Not exactly the most beautiful of cuts there. This material that we were using kept melting, so it's kind of a little bit of a pain in the butt. But we're gonna sand that down, make it all even real quick, and then we'll get to putting her on. I don't know if you guys can see there. See how it just started pulling together, melting? It actually formed itself back together because it kept melting. Now we just laid out some spots to drill holes in for all the bolts that we're going to put in to keep it on and make sure the motor don't go nowhere. Now we're going to get the drill and drill them out. Got the drill. I'm going to drill out some holes first. There's one. And there's our sixth. There you go. Let me see, you got the starter drill holes drilled. Now we can go through with a little bit bigger bit.
9/32.
This one's a 9/32. Got that one in there now. Now we're going to start drilling the bigger hole so the bolt fits through. It went right through. And now that's all of that. That's what it looks like. Now we're going to countersink them out a little bit so that the bolts are flush as soon as we get the countersink. Alright guys, got the countersink here. Don't have quite the right size, so I'm just gonna have to eyeball this one out. Oh yeah. Perfect. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Perfect. Now, we'll just do that with all the others. All perfect. Got them all countersinked out now. Alright guys, we got another plate here. We're gonna make it too high, just so it's a little bit thicker. And I'm gonna drill the holes through that, and then we're gonna cut that out as well.
That's the wrong drill for that. They go in the middle. There you go. Okay.
There we go, got all them drilled out. Alright, so next here, we gotta cut out this little section right here so we can put our hatch cover on, so we can get back in and put bolts in here. And we gotta drill out all the holes for all the bolts, and this for our bracket that we just made. And now we're gonna get to doing that. First, you see we drilled a little hole there, made it out a little bit big enough so we could get the blade down through for the little jigsaw.
Should be good enough.
There we go. That was actually pretty darn straight for
Not bad for all that.
being a kind of a pain in the butt that was. Only really need to clean up a tiny bit there. No, that's on right now.
Huh?
Honestly, fit.
Perfect. Plenty good enough.
It's right in there. Alrighty guys, we just laid out our holes with the marker. We laid that down, just put a little mark hole with the Sharpie on each one of them. And now I'm going to use the little bit to drill them out first, and then we'll use the actual 3/16 bit that we need to drill them out to size, just so we don't get any walking on the holes or anything like that. We get them drilled exactly where we need them. There we go. Take the little bit out, put the 3/16 bit in. Now, I'm going to drill them out to size. Got some flat Phillips head screws. Got some washers. And got some lock nuts. I'm going to put them down on here to hold the plate down that we made, so that we can mount the trolling motor on the back here. Drop one of them down through. That guy up on. Okay, we got one in there. Hold it down. Now we're gonna drill the rest of the holes out quick.
Backwards. Going backwards helps it go forward. Don't do that back here. It's, you know what I'm saying? Pull back on it.
Alrighty guys, we got our 4x4 here. This is what we're gonna use to mount the trolling motor onto on the back. And we're going to drill this down into that little plate that we made. And I got it measured out. This is about 7 inches that we're going to cut off. 7.5 actually. There we go. Got her all cut out. Okay, so guys, we got laid out where we're going to drill in each of the holes for the 4x4 here. It's going to go on there just like that. And each of the screws are going to come in from the bottom and hold it on there. Now I'm going to drill out all the holes for that, using a smaller bit first. Alrighty, got all them holes drilled. Now we're going to take the smaller bit out again, and we're going to put in the 7/32 and drill out the holes for that size screw to go through. It's always good to do this first when you're working with plastic, then you don't have it eaten away as you go. Plastic is one of the easiest to strip through with screws and stuff. There we go. Now we got all them holes drilled out. Just gonna use the countersink a tiny bit to get the burrs off.
Get it snug. Okay.
There we go. Now that we got that one lined up and in there, we can get all the rest screwed in and right down. There we go. Now we got that on there. Alright, now that we got them drilled, we are going to throw these down through. Alright guys, now I'm going to put on the little hatch cover. Wait, those are not easy.
Everything in there is hard to get to.
Yeah, don't make it easy, that's for sure guys. Not easy at all. Alrighty, there we go. We got the hatch cover on. And just like that. Right now we are just dry fitting everything, making sure it all goes on properly, and then we're gonna silicone it and then paint this black. But we're gonna grab the trolling motor and see what it looks like.
I'm all the way out, I think.
As you see here, we got the extension arm that's gonna go up so I can control it from the back and don't have to reach around.
Looks like 2 2x4s, like I said, would have been better. That's not going to go any wider. Or I'll cut this down. Doesn't like doing something twice, is it?
Alright guys, so we got to the point where we shaved that little piece of wood down so that we could get the trolling motor clamp on. Got it like pretty much all the way done and had that problem. There's always at least one problem going through doing any kind of project like this. But here we go. If you want to save yourself some time and having to rip cut a 4x4 and all that, you can just get 2 2x4s. That'll work just as good. But this looks pretty good. It's working good enough to hold it. Heck yeah.
Why isn't that locking in that bottom one? I was doing that the other day too.
Because it's bumping into that part of the wood there.
Oh, well, I'll put a notch in it there.
And here we go guys, see? Look how nice of a perfect fit this is. It pretty much goes almost completely flush with the bottom of my kayak. It only sticks up maybe another 3-4 inches below my kayak. So I can go in some pretty shallow water with this, the way this is set up. All I have to do is make sure the handle is raised a little, but
You can get it up even a little farther if you want.
this should be perfect. And yeah, I can get it up even further. It can go almost all the way up to there. And there, it pretty much is flush with the bottom of the hull. So that's pretty cool. That's a really nice design about this. But we're gonna get up in and see how it feels, even though we're not on the water. I can't even get up here.
Push it and pull it. There you go. Won't be too bad. Still beats the heck out of, paddling.
That's pretty nice. It's gonna work pretty good, I think. We'll have to get a test run on her then. There we go, guys. I threw 2 rods in on each side now just to see, and it still gets pretty much full range of motion out of it before it bumps into the rods. You can see back there, that's turning pretty hard, and much more than that, especially on a higher level on flipping the kayak. So that's pretty perfect. And these are in the closest holes, so that should be perfect. Okay, so now guys, we got this block all laid out to be cut. Drilled 2 holes down in through the bottom, and we're gonna notch this little section out right here, so the trolling motor fits flush down against it, and so then my trolling motor can be completely flush with the bottom of my kayak. Then we're gonna go ahead and silicone all this. Oh, there we go, all notched out. Now we'll sand it down a little bit and file it and get it all nice and smooth. And then put the trolling motor back on and see what it looks like once we silicone everything. So now Dad's putting some silicone around all the holes.
Let's set that back down on there. Get the screws. Hold on, I'll put some in here to seal the screw holes up too.
Yep.
Around the heads.
Definitely want to make sure we're watertight. Right, got all the screws in. Now I'm going to get the nuts and the washers on. Like I said, guys, these ain't the easiest to get to. Alright guys, now I got spray paint. I'm going to spray paint my block. Probably going to come off, but oh well. There we go. Let that soak for a little while. Well guys, the kayak is all finished now, so we'll show you the finished product real quick. Here's what she looks like. Got the motor on back here, just like that. Got the block all painted. And we got battery and battery box sitting up here. And then I'll have a place for all my tackle underneath of here, all my boxes, and then I have a little saddle bag that I attach to the back of my seat, put my plastics and stuff in, and also have a little more space back here for plastics, and up front as well if I need. But that is pretty much how we put a trolling motor on my Perception Outlaw 11.5 kayak. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this and a bunch of cool bass fishing videos. Didn't get to use this up in New York like I had planned and said in the beginning of the video, but we will show you exactly how it works as soon as we get on the water and use it. Got to get it registered yet. With having a motor on the kayak in Pennsylvania, they require you to register it like a boat. Kind of dumb, but oh well, you got to be legal. But like I said, if you like this one, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Stay tuned for the next one. We're going to be doing a giveaway as soon as we hit 1,500 subscribers. We're not crazy far off. So get entered into that. We'll be giving away 5 of my favorite lures as soon as we hit 1,500 subscribers. To get entered into that, you gotta leave a comment, like this video, be subscribed to the channel, and you can also share it for an extra entry on one of your social media pages. I have every form of social media, so as long as you share it and tag me in it, I will be able to see it and you'll get that extra entry. But stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you next Thursday, guys.